supports us. I always remember how much Ms. Bennett would love Aki. You know, when she'd come down to our house in the country, she would say, Derek, let us get some Aki, man, no matter how far the Aki was in the tree. She would say, come man, we have to get it. So we tried to reach for the long sticks, etc. to get her Aki. She was such a tremendous individual, you know. She'll always come and buy meats by the pounds to take back up to Kingston for her family members. You know, that to show the type of person she was, how much she loved her family. And she would ensure that she get the necessary food items to support her family. She was a tremendous individual, you know. It's really saddened to hear knowing that she has, you know, is no longer here with us. You know, it's really sad, you know, because I remember how much she used to encourage us, emphasizing the importance of getting a proper education. And that has left a print in my mind, you know. She'll always, you know, use reference to her kids, how much she would encourage them about the importance of education and would advise us growing up that, you know, we want you guys to take your education seriously. And that will always remain with me until the day I die, you know. Those words coming from Ms. Bennett will always resonate in my heart and my mind. And I'm really saddened, you know, for her passing, but I'm also happy that she had led a life and she had left a great legacy for all of us to follow. And for that, I'm quite happy. So on behalf of the Pinnock's family, I want to extend my condolences to the family members and just wanted to know that our prayers are always with you. And no matter what the circumstances, God will always take you through. So just keep strong and have faith because God will always be there for you. God bless you all.
Good afternoon. Well, let me further explain the Pinnocks. Pinnocks are my grand uncle. So we all went into the country. So anytime if you ever taste any soup, the meat that come from the Pinnocks. Grand uncle was a butcher. He also transitioned. Okay, so like just want to specify that so you understand where all of them meat that they come from. But before starting, I want to thank my friends. I want to thank Diane friends, the friends that I've seen over the years, over 30 years. These friends, some came from Atlanta, some came from New York. But likewise, when there was any issue or any whether the person was sick or passed away, my mother would also be there for them. You understand? So whether it's reciprocating what she has done over the years, I just want to thank for that. And at the same time, I don't want to be selfish to think my friends came here to support me, right? Because at the end of the day, I know my mother alone. You understand? She was the mother of all. Right? She was the matriarch of Westport. She was there for many in these sad times. Or whether you're just having a hard time in life, she was there. Whether you're sick. A lot of the time when we used to leave right here at Maxfield, after church, we're heading out, she have to stop somewhere. And we have to sit down in the car and wait for her. That was always the situation. Taking care of somebody. Always, I could go through so many different names. These different people that she has witnessed and assisted in their transition. Don't be alarmed when I throw in the patwa here and there. You understand? I won't be so speaky. You understand? We all got to embrace the language. and you see it even more looking from overseas to Jamaica. Okay? Jean Angela de Latibedier was born on December 9th, 1947 in Chapelton, Clarendon. She's the second and or last child produced from the union of Lucille Pinnock, Sister Luce, and Edwin Latibedier. She's affectionately known as Didi, Class a Gal, Mama, Mom, or Mabi to many. The union between my father, Simeon Bennett, changed that long last name that I use. Well, I don't want to tell you what I use the last name for, I may use it also. I know certain secrets. But that last name changed to Bennett. So that's how she is known as Jean Bennett. That union produced 5 offsprings: Ian, Alton, Diane, Ron, who is now resting in peace, and myself, Marlon. Jean attended Michael Teachers College, where she gained her degree in education. She continued her studies to acquire a master's degree in psychology and counseling from the University of the West Indies. And let me not leave out a very critical class that she always took. Cooking class. Yes, Mom learned formally how to cook. Nobody taught her how to cook because, as she said, when she was young, everybody did everything for her. Right? She was the apple of she was the cherry of the family. She wasn't allowed to do anything. So she had to go on her own and learn how to cook. Mom's lifespan of 75 years came with a 5-year bonus. The good book, the Bible, promises us 70 plus 10, which equates to 70 years. Mom lived those 75 great years, filled with achievements and accomplishments. She made sure she acquired a good education for herself and all her 5 children. Her children and their accomplishments were her pride and joy. I can tell you because I was the handbag. No age was too old for Mom to take you along and introduce you as her picnic. Especially me saying, "Sim wash belia." She was a lifelong servant of the government, with her first job being a postal worker as a teen, then a teacher working for the Ministry of Education. She worked and retired from the Department of Corrections as a probation officer, and she concluded her career working and retiring from the Electoral Office of Jamaica. For the most part, Mom was always working. Jean Bennett was an adventurer. She believed in exploration, and she started with the Caribbean and the Americas, including Canada, the US, Mexico, Honduras, and as Pastor said, Turks. Me and my sister, Diane, we planned a surprise cruise for her on her 70th. Very difficult to do, because now she want to know where may I go. So we had to get Mom to Florida, because the cruise was leaving out of Florida. So Miss Linton, our longtime friend, she was the one that basically coerced her, tricked her into coming to Florida, swearing she's coming to stay with Miss Linton. Lo and behold, me and my kids, Diane and her kids, and Richard, no, Richard wasn't there, and Richard, and not Richard, showed up, surprised. They just started, "Miss Linton, so you not tell me, what kind of thing when I'm on with me?" Cool. So while trying to tell her the itinerary of the different countries we're going to stop over into, I'm going through the itinerary, only for Mom to respond with, "But we're going to place already." So, as we speak about how she's going to say it as it is, first comes to her mouth, that's what you're going to hear. Mom was a disciplinarian with an old school touch. She was an integral part of the Westport community, something that is getting rare in today's society, where the community grows the child. As a child, if you got beaten out the road, and you come in, you get another beat too. If you get beat up out the road, you get another beat too. Ian can attest to that. You understand? Go out the road, get beat, get eat up, come home, get a beating on it. Next time, 2 boys this time, him and Alton, allegedly Alton cut, and then they have to beat up the 2 boys. But the lesson is, you have to stand up. You cannot always run away. You understand? But she was very much into the ideology of spirit world, so you spoil the child. Anything that she came across, you're going to get it. I always get teased or say, oh, you know, forget the beating, you get with so much things. While when mom talked to me, mom said, them time that was me young man, but you want to run back a picnic now. This was her story to me. However, you still got a beating whenever that time was necessary. Mom was a parent for many parents. Mom is an avid believer in no kid should be left behind. There was an incident where a child in the community during the early hours of the work week, typically a time where a child should be in school. So mom seen him walking in the community and she reached out and said, "Why, come here. Oh, you're not at school. Oh, my uniform dirty." Boom. Mom get up, straight up on the youth yard. Call out the mother. How can you not make the child go to school without uniform? Because of a dirty uniform. Lo and behold, never after that child will miss school because of dirty uniform. I can tell you that whatever the reason a mother or father didn't send their child to school, she would fix it. You know, whether something was as embarrassing as an unclean uniform, to lunch money or school fee, my mother, I will make sure she'll fix that. This was the type of person she was. Mom was fierce and to the point with no reservation. She instilled in us respect for our elders and authority, but not to have a fear of them. In school, she would remind us at all times, ask any question you want, because Ms Jean Bennett will pay the school fee. Yes, Mom referred to herself in the third person all the time with her full name. For fights and physical confrontation, like a picnic at Shelby Road, she look up in the eye and say, "Bust them head and run come home." Nobody can come in the house from Ms Jean Bennett. There was no get together or gathering that Jean didn't want to be a part of. She was always ready to lend a hand in the kitchen, accompanied by, you have the Miss Cooper, you have the late and lovable Missy Banks, you talk about Miss Forrester, you understand Miss Cole. These are the group that will always be in the kitchen getting things done, right? And helping the kitchen most of the times is the greatest assistant for any event. During her life and even more so since her passing, many friends have come forward with their stories or pastime where Mabi was at the head of the kitchen. So much so, I didn't know all of these events at a cost growing up as a youth, because she was just always providing the food. So when you become an adult now and you're put on an event, you have to say, "But wait, there's a cost to it." So all this time, everything was being done, no money was being asked, we just talk about, the enjoyment of the whole thing. Mom was also passionate about giving, and until I was recently packing for this trip, my suitcase had already had a bag of used clothes. I had to go drop it off elsewhere because Mom is no longer here to receive it, to give it to whoever is in need. On everyone's birth certificate, there's an expiration date, but unknown to us. Every surviving family member and friends are questioning Mom's untimely and sudden death. It is us being selfish. We want her here forever. Mom was ready to go. She was satisfied. She did her rounds. Last year we come here in September, and her visa, Canada visa just expired. She said, "We need the Canada visa because she have to go visit Nina and the boys." And she had been there since COVID. All procedures are no different. I said, when you come up for Thanksgiving, we'll just go to Manhattan, you get the visa right away. We went to Manhattan, different process. The episode occurred, we come down with Mom, No, we have to still get the visa because that's the last thing she said, she needed a visa. Right? But she was finishing up her rounds, if you ask me. You understand? She came, she saw my kids, we had a good time. Now she wanted to see the boys. She had to see the boys. Right? She said to me, oh, even a little Australia trip the way I come, I didn't want to come, but she never wanted to go back on a plane, basically. Anyway, I get a call, book me a ticket for go to Canada. I said, all right, how long are you going to stay? She said, 2 weeks. I said, 2 weeks? We didn't stay a month. We go back. She said, what am I saying? No, 2 weeks. When she says what she says, there's no change in it. So you leave it at that. 2 weeks unbooked. She came, she visited. She came and she visited. So her expiration date became due. I celebrate her existence. I celebrate her journey. We all need to take a page out of her book to help others. But don't be used or be a pushover. Because you better know she's fully aware of the situation. And Jean is not going to be taken for a ride. Mom now has a higher authority to answer to. May her soul rest in peace. Jean is survived by her sons, her daughter, her grandkids, and she has great-grandkids, cousins, and multiple loyal friends. Thank you.
Respect, Marlon.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. I'm privileged, the Hanson's family and the Smiths family were privileged to know Auntie Jean. And there were several words that started with the letter F that came to mind when I reflected on the life of Auntie Jean. Her faith in God, her love for her family, fellowship with church brethren and community members, and her generosity, of course, to all of us. Formal education and formal language. Fashion. I was always fascinated by her beautiful fascinators. And of course, food. The family has asked for me to focus today on her faith in God through song. And as I reflected as to which song to sing, in reflection on the life of Auntie Jean and her passing, and this song came to mind, God, I look to you. I won't be overwhelmed. Give me vision to see things like you do. God, I look to you. You're where my help comes from. Give me wisdom. You know just what to do. I will love you, Lord, my strength. I will love you, Lord, my shield. I will love you, Lord, my rock. Forever all my days, forever all her days, she loves the Lord. And I will love the Lord.
I bless you.
God, I look to you. I won't be overwhelmed. Give me vision to see things like you do. God, I look to you. You're where my help comes from. Give me wisdom. You know just what you do. God, I look to you. I won't be overwhelmed. Give me vision to see things like you do. God, I look to you. You're where my help comes from. Give me wisdom. You know just what you do. I will love you, Lord, my strength. I will love you, Lord, my shield.
Yes, yes. Bless up, Ms Bennett.